What's up, guys? Man, it's been a long couple of days. I've been dying to create some content, but had a nice family trip planned. Went to the Dominican Republic, my homeland, for a couple of days with the family. Stayed at a resort. It was really nice. So getting back to work, wanted to give you guys kind of an update of what has been going on at the shop, some cool projects, introduce you to a new project here, and just show you what's been going on. So before I left, we started to kind of reorganize our parts room to have a little bit more inventory. We saw a lot of Precision Turbos, Turbo Smart, Haltech, Fuel Injector Clinic, Brian Crowder stuff, and we were bursting at the seams. So we are in the middle of redoing our inventory in our room, our parts room. I'll show you guys that and show you through the shop, show you some of the stuff that we've been working on over the last week, and get you up to speed. So, as I said, we sell a ton of Precision Turbo stuff. We've been shipping turbos out like crazy. There's been rumors of price increases due to tariffs. Those turbos are pretty much all we use, and they're completely built in the U.S. However, a lot of the parts for these things come from overseas, so they are subject to some price increases from tariffs. We keep a lot of it here, but we needed more room. So we have spent a bunch of time and money buying things to organize and just kind of get a little bit more creative. We're going to add some more shelving here. We're going to move all those boxes that are just there temporarily and just create more shelves for more precision stuff. We have a huge order of precision stuff coming that we got to try to hopefully beat those tariffs, from causing the significant price increases, or at least getting it before the significant price increases. So we did that. We've got a bunch of Brian Crowder stuff and more Brian Crowder stuff back there, but tons of stuff, and we got to just make room for it. Out in the shop, the guys have been pretty busy. We left a long list of things for them to do while I was gone, and they were hard at work. So we got this Supra that's here for a full build. It's completely torn down and ready to go to the body shop to get the engine bay painted. This one will be getting a 3.4 stroker build with a dart block, one of our cylinder heads, powerhouse turbo kit, precision turbo, Haltech ECU, fuel injector clinic injectors, the works. Gray Duck is just sitting, I think, at the moment. I think it's all good to go. Rat Rod Supra. A lot of people have been waiting on a Rat Rod Supra update. So we got the short block done for this thing. We have the transmission. We have most of the parts. We had a delay with some parts for the cylinder head. Putting an all-new cylinder head on this one. We should have that cylinder head back from the machine shop in the next couple of days, and then we can do a huge update on this, show you guys the new engine, the whole new setup, and get this thing going, get this thing back together. The shop Supra is sitting here. She is ready to race. So last race at the reunion, we had a trans brake button failure. Really a stupid thing that's never happened to me before, but first time for everything. So we replaced the trans brake button with a button that I feel a little bit more comfortable with and have had better luck with. So hopefully we don't have any issues with that. We were supposed to race this car this weekend actually at Rockingham for streetcar bragging rights, but that's not going to end up happening. We were expecting some things to go differently. There was supposed to be a rule change to help us not have to make a bunch of changes to the car, so that we could run with actually a smaller turbo and just a little bit less weight. But they didn't make that rule change for whatever reason after they agreed to, and just it got too late to do it. And now here we are the week of the race, and you can't really change rules like that the week of a race. It's not a big deal. Like we would have loved to have gone. We didn't have the fastest car for the class, but we had something that we thought could be competitive. The way the rules are written there, normally there's a weight break or there's a couple different combinations that you could run. So like 88 millimeter turbo will be one weight, 98 millimeter turbo will be another weight, 111 millimeter turbo will be another weight, etc. The way those rules are written, there's only a minimum weight, and you can run up to a 111. We don't run that big of a turbo on this car. The reason, really, the cars run really well with what it has on it, and I feel like the car will live a little bit longer and we'll have to work on it less if it has the smaller turbo on it. You know, we won't have as much engine maintenance and we won't be pushing it as hard. So we chose to stick with that smaller turbo based on there being a weight break for that turbo, similar to like World Cup Finals and FL2K, etc. That didn't happen. It's too late now to add a bunch of weight to the car and add the turbo to the car and go up there untested. I hate going places without being well prepared and tested. So we're going to sit this one out, and I think we'll probably try to hit like a street car takeover event with that car because it runs really good. It's a blast to drive, and I'd love to get it out there pretty soon. So back to the shop. We've got this right-hand drive Supra that is nearing completion. This one's got a 3.4 stroker engine in it, Haltech ECU, custom engine harness, Plasma Man intake, badass setup. We're just waiting on some stuff to come back from powder to finish that. This one we did the sequential transmission on the dyno, right around 1600 horsepower. It appears to have blown a head gasket. When this engine was originally built, this car was not intended to make as much power as it did. So it had stock size head studs and just a stock head gasket. So it wasn't really prepared to make the power that it made. And we just got to address that. We may be upgrading that to a dart block with half-inch studs, but we'll see. Matt's car, the car we did all the turbo testing on. This one's pretty cool. This is my boy Mac's Supra. So we turn this fan off. You guys probably remember Mac from our video at the reunion. He drives the Kimbo GTR. So Mac is one of the owners at the shop Houston, and they do a lot of GTR stuff, and we actually recommend and refer a lot of GTR stuff as we have gotten away from doing them as much as we used to. And he's had this Supra for a while he's wanted to build, and he chose to send it to us and have us put it together. So the guys actually just finished up all the fab work on this. So we took all these, like the valve covers off and the turbo parts off and all the intercooler piping and so on, catch can, radiator, everything is going to go and get polished. All the fuel lines are done. The engine harness is in and done. Plasma Man intake, all Brian Crowder internals, built engine, powerhouse turbo kit with a precision 6875 on it. All Rife sensors, a lot of powerhouse goodies. This is originally a naturally aspirated Supra in the anthracite color. Very nice color. A little dusty because she's been sitting for years. Mac's had this thing for a long time waiting to build it. But it's got a V160 6-speed transmission, V160 diff or rear end with the OS Geiken diff. We did Stop Tech brakes, HKS coilovers. I'm going to do the 98 Supra headlights, powerhouse intercooler. This one's also going to be on Haltech. So that one's coming along. Hopefully in the next week or two we can get it wrapped up. Had this 98 Quicksilver sent in. Car we built a couple years ago, did a built engine on. We're going to be removing the Pro AFI ECU, putting a Haltech ECU on it, so the guys are working on that. Hopefully this will be the next one on the dyno. And this bad girl here, good buddy of ours, Chris from Pennsylvania. We built this car a couple of years ago as well, billet block. T4 turbo. Car's been, I want to say 730s is the best he's run, and it's been running for entirely too long. So with those billet blocks, we do aluminum rod combination, and really you probably should replace those rods after like 60 or 70 runs. That thing's probably counting over 100 runs. Not sure how it lived as long as it did. Seems like he had an injector or some sort of fuel system failure, and it finally let go. Luckily still didn't break a rod. So got the engine out of it, getting it over to Fast Forward Race Engines to get it rebuilt, freshened up, and then put that car back together with a couple small updates. It's a 98 black on black Supra that we just got. Actually bought this one to do a build on it and probably sell it. So just got that. And this car's pretty cool. This is a white Supra hardtop that I actually owned for a short amount of time. I bought this car with the intention of building it, and at that time, right after I got it, I was offered a green 97 Supra, and I really like that color. I really like the 97 Supras, so I bought that car, built it, sold it to my buddy Mitch from M Engineering. So this guy who ended up buying it, he is pretty much doing what I would have done and doing a full turbo build on it. So we did the BC Forge wheels, twin turbo Supra brakes, HKS coilovers. Now we're doing the T56 swap, turbo kit, built engine, Haltech ECU, rear end, the whole nine. So that'll be a really, really nice car. I love the hardtop. I love the fact that it's an OEM original pearl white car. Really cool car when it's done. On the dyno, another car that we just, same thing, we built this car a couple years ago. Client called us up, wanted to do some updates. We just did the T56 swap from Grandis Racing, and we just installed the Haltech ECU. Guys are finishing up the car to get it on the dyno and get that one buttoned up. So the shop has been extremely busy. And, all good things. We're trying to get some stuff out of here. So here, this one's pretty cool. This car, not that any of them are different than the others, but this one is a little special for me. So black 94 Supra, a very, very cool story for me. Good friend of mine bought this car. So growing up, Roel, the owner of this car, when my dad had a shop in New York, he was a customer and friend of my dad's. You see the Powerhouse fuel hanger the guys are installing, removing some old sound system stuff that was in there. But anyways, Roel was a really good friend of my dad's. Grew up watching him and my dad race, and never really got to do any work on a car for him, but he's always been a really big supporter of mine, whether it be the events or just, sharing stuff on social media. Just a good friend of the family, known him for years. He bought his first Supra, and he decided that he was going to send it directly to us, and I was flattered. Unfortunately, I'll put the pictures in here. When we got the car, it wasn't what he expected or what he thought it was. He bought it kind of sight unseen and didn't really know too much about Supras to make a really good decision, and he was trying to he got excited, tried to buy it really quick. He did get a good deal, but it wasn't what we thought it was. So ripped it all apart, ended up taking the engine out of the car, completely resealing it. It had tons of oil leaks from just about everywhere you could think of. Redid the timing stuff, so did timing belt, crank pulley, the PHR, belt tensioner, all new water pump, new belts, etc., cam gears. While we had it apart, we did the Brian Crowder camshaft, springs, retainers, reshimmed the head, so set the valve lash and all that. Got the PHR cast manifold with twin tile wastegates and a precision turbo. This one's also going to get a Haltech ECU. Engine is just about ready to go back in the car. Just going to powder coat the intake manifold and some stuff. Clean the engine bay. But this is just a really cool one, man. Known Roel since I was probably 10 years old. So to get the opportunity to build a car for him is pretty cool. So it's got Powerhouse intercooler as well. BTI gauge, just a bunch of little cool stuff. We ended up painting the calipers for him, putting the Supra stickers on them. We sell those stickers on our website. They're actually pretty nice. Did the HKS coilovers. And he's kind of given me, there is a budget, but he's given me free reign to kind of just do what I think is best. So we're doing our IP 4000 stall converter, a built A340 trans, Haltech ECU, FIC injectors, etc. Looking to do just like a simple 9-second car that he could just drive to the track, run nines, and drive back. So we got wheels on order for it, a bunch of stuff on order for it. You can see a lot of the pictures here. The car was a little rough, but we're going to get it right. So I'm going to remove the tint, have my guys do the paintless dent removal. We'll probably convert the seats to black interior if we can, and just get this thing cleaned up and get it back together and hopefully deliver a 9-second Supra. So Roel is not going to see the car until it is completed. He's leaving it all up to me, so I got to pick the wheels. I get to pick most of the setup. He just, again, gave me a budget, said he wanted it to be automatic. I was trying to convince him to do the T56 swap, but he wants something that, again, he could just get in, drive to the track, crack off a 9-second run, and drive home, and the automatic's the easiest, cheapest path to do that. So that'll be a really cool one. Hopefully we can get it done in probably the next week or two. We're just waiting on a couple things to come back from powder, get that car back together, and show you guys the full transformation. And when Roel comes to get it, we'll do kind of a reveal, show him the car for the first time and show you guys that, take it to the track, run it, and hopefully run the 9-second pass. So that's all we got for today. Do have some stuff in the works for this week. This car's pretty badass too. So low 7-second build that we did for a really good client of ours from New Jersey. really badass car, turbo 400, Haltech ECU, precision 8385, built engine, plasma man intake, 12 FIC injectors. This thing's sick. TBM brakes, just a badass car. So as you can see, we are extremely busy. So any lack of content is not for anything but lack of time. But we'll have a bunch of cool stuff going on soon. We're going to test the Pro Mod one more time, hopefully go 350s. Waiting on Cleat to accept our call out. Sounded like he was almost ready to do that. So we got some cool stuff in the works coming up, and we'll get back with you guys soon and show you some more. Hopefully we get to run our goal of a 350 with the Pro Mod the next time we take it out. And then end of the month, we'll be headed to 131 in Michigan for the shakedown race. Race Pro Mod there. That'll be my second time competing. I think it's 20 grand to win, and there should be some big dogs there. So excited about that. I did also have, I'm picking up a new car this week to race at the Freedom Factory. So that'll be pretty cool. I'll take you guys along for that. So just kind of wanted to give you guys an update where we've been, why it's been so quiet, why there's been a lack of content. This week we should have a bunch of cool stuff coming up, and hopefully you guys like these shop updates. I know we get a lot of requests to do these kind of videos, to kind of just give a tour of the shop and just show what we're doing. I mean, and it is cool. I guess I'm kind of like numb to it because I've been doing it so long, but not many places you go and see that many Supras. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's like 15 or 16 Supras in here. So it is pretty badass. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I guess I should take a second and take it all in sometimes. But tons of updates coming. Like, subscribe, share, and hopefully we'll have some more for you in the next couple of days. And we'll see you soon.